Then they turned the corner. He exited the vehicle. His arm exited the vehicle, and that's when he received the mass amount of trauma. Over a $20 cricket vape pen.
Almost entirely paralyzed, Colin Rogers can't walk and needs a feeding tube to eat. The 17-year-old from Kent City, we're told, is a country kid who likes computers and dirt bikes. He was dragged down a Kent County road this summer by a speeding car. And this afternoon, one of the two teenager suspects charged in the incident took a plea deal. Fox 17's Sam Lanstra was in court and spoke to the victim's family. Sam.
Yeah, that's right. No cameras were allowed in the courtroom because that suspect is a minor. But in that ninth floor courtroom in downtown Grand Rapids, Colin's mother and father parked their son in the front row. He sat in a wheelchair, wore a neck brace and a red ball cap. And more than a dozen supporters, friends and family sat right behind him. And then across the aisle sat the suspect, who police say drove the car and put Colin in his current physical state. Today, he pled no contest to 4 out of the 5 charges, and in exchange, had that 5th one dropped. As of right now, he won't spend any time in prison.
There isn't a word for when you lose a child. There's no words for it. Not in the Bible, not anywhere.
An alleged disagreement over the sale of a vape pen in June put 2 separate families in a Kent County courtroom this afternoon.
And they think that humans are just like video games where they can fall off the car and then they're going to get back up and get 3 more lives later on.
One of 2 suspects, a minor, pleading no contest to assault, reckless driving, and other crimes. The charge for driving without a license dropped.
He has no respect for what he's done. He has no comprehension of what he's done.
For now, the high schooler will spend probation at his parents' house, wear a tether, and write an apology to the victim while attending online school.
Listen to every single one of the people that were here today speak and talk about how their lives have been changed by his senseless actions.
In court this afternoon, 3 supporters spoke on behalf of Colin, calling the plea deal a failure of the justice system.
Now it's, okay, you're going home. You're going to go to your bedroom and you're not going to be let out.
And the suspect addressed the family, saying he was very sorry and that he never thought this would happen. The judge said no amount of apologies could undo the unspeakable harm.
I was glad that Colin was here and he made an impact, and the judge was able to see that he was not just a number on a piece of paper. Yeah, now next month, the judge will meet with that suspect's probation officer, and he may alter the sentencing agreement. But again, as of right now, he will not spend any time in jail. The second suspect, who's been charged with unlawful use of an automobile and tampering with evidence, has a hearing later this month. For now, live in studio, Sam Lanstra, Fox 17 News.